straight to Fargo after the state tournament. You said Tuesday? Or the Tuesday after the state tournament?
Tuesday after the state tournament. Yeah. Here it's probably going to be.
I would assume so.
Well, good afternoon, hockey fans, and welcome back to the IRA Civic Center in Grand Rapids for semifinal game number 2 of the Bantam AA North Region Tournament. This game features the Bemidji Lumberjacks and the Hermantown Hawks. In the first semifinal game, it was a 6-2 victory for Moorhead over Roseau. Moorhead is moving on to the Bantam AA North Region Championship game tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. And, of course, they'll play the winner of this game, Bemidji and Hermantown. Roseau moves down to the lower bracket game. And actually, the loser of this game will play Brainerd tonight at 6 p.m. Joining me once again, doing camera and color commentary, is Hunter Hillman. We'll see what happens in this one. Hermantown, a very solid team. Bemidji coming off a big overtime victory over Cloquet-Esco Carleton. So we'll see what happens here.
Yeah, Hermantown's definitely fast and have skill, but this Bemidji team grinded out a great win against Cloquet-Esco Carleton. There's a couple things that if they tighten up that they didn't have to their best ability yesterday, they definitely have a good chance of contesting with this Hermantown team.
Referees for this game, the referee is Cody Mann, and the two linesmen are Dom DiGiuseppe and Tom Anik. The same crew that was down in Forest Lake on Thursday.
Bantam semifinal. The visiting team, the Hermantown Hawks, against the home team of Bemidji Lumberjacks.
Well, we're ready for hockey here. Underway from the IRA Civic Center. Back in the Hermantown zone. I was going to say, though, yeah, this officiating crew was down in Forest Lake on Thursday night as Max Plant brings the puck in. They were doing the Forest Lake Grand Rapids Greenway 7 AA semifinals. Of course, Grand Rapids Greenway got the victory 4-1 in that game. They are moving on to the section championship game this afternoon against Andover at the Andover Community Center. Around the same time as the varsity game here between Grand Rapids and Cloquet-Esco Carleton in the boys 7 AA semifinals. So play continues here in the Hermantown zone. Lumberjacks will pick it up, sent out front. No one home there for the pass. Now at the point, a shot and a tip there. I don't think it did get through traffic. Now sent out by Hermantown through center ice. Here is Zach Thurston. Play continues here in the Bemidji zone. Over on the far side, now sent up the half wall, now back to the corner. Now up at the point. A shot right on by number 22, Drew Nelson. Nelson picks it up once again in the far corner now. Now Bemidji will come away with it. Here's Fancano. Trying to advance it up to Knott. Brought right back in by Hermantown. Brought in by Gunderson. That's going to be brought out by Bemidji into the Hermantown zone. Brought in by number 16, Peyton Nedo. Shot there, deflects off a stick, goes up and out of play. Stoppage of play with 12:55 remaining in period 1.
Speaking about that Grand Rapids Greenway game, Claire Vekic notched her 200th point in a Grand Rapids Greenway sweater against Forest Lake.
Wow.
It's a lot of, and I think when I saw it, I think it was almost 114 goals.
Of course, Proctor Hermantown girls taking on Duluth Marshall today in the Section 7A championship game. Play at neutral, now back in the Bemidji zone. Picked up by number 12, Noah Manasseh. Manasseh behind the net, up to the near side to Smith. Austin Smith finds Nedo on the pass. Sent back up by Hermantown. Through neutral, here's Dallas View. Hermantown will keep it in as Bowman sends it all the way down. Over on the far side now. And
Manasa. Not Manasa. Manasa. Yeah, Manasa.
so number 12 on Bemidji is Noah Manasa. Saying that name wrong. Shot out by Bemidji's number 3, Austin Cole, back in the Hermantown zone. Here's Barker. And now it's tipped out by Plant. And the puck will go all the way down for an icing. 11:56 remaining in period 1. A faceoff coming up in the Hermantown zone to the left of goaltender Drew Rocker. Plant and Van Cannell at the faceoff. Over on the far side, Hermantown will tip it out to neutral. Now back in the Bemidji zone. Here's Jessner. Front of the benches. It's to be shot all the way down by Barker. Nolan Barker into the Hermantown zone. Or into the Bemidji zone, rather. Now a shot right on there by number 11, Kate Gohansky, and a glove save by the goaltender, Alex, or actually number 30, Tate Metcalf.
Great offensive movement by Hermantown there, going from behind the net, centering out front, but a great save by the Bemidji goaltender.
Face off here to the left of Metcalf. Of course, Alex Schaefer played the game yesterday versus Cloquet, and now Tate Metcalf in net for this game. Brought out by Bemidji. Here's Noah Mansa. Passed out front there, picked up by Hermantown. Up through neutral. Now back in the Hermantown zone, here's Nolan Barker. Barker sends it down to the near side. A shot there by Bemidji goes well wide. Now on the far side, Kohansky will shoot it all the way down for an icing against Hermantown. 10:42 remaining in period 1. Still scoreless between Hermantown and Bemidji. Face off here to the right of Drew Rocker in the Hermantown zone. One back by Hermantown. Here's Drew Nelson. Nelson still with it now. Up to the near half wall. Kept in by Bemidji. Now on the far side in the corner. Up along the half wall. Shot towards the net by Nedo. Now here comes Hermantown the other way. Now backhand shot by the Hawks. And a save by goaltender Tate Metcalf.
It's been a very even play right now in this first period. Obviously, only 4 minutes in, but no, it's pretty close.
Shot there by Hermantown that goes wide. Now up at the point, kept in by Drew Nelson. Shot there and intercepted by Braden Stewart. 10 minutes exactly remaining in this first period. Both teams digging for it in the near corner in the Bemidji zone. Here's Austin Cole. He'll shoot it off the glass all the way back in the Hermantown zone. When to pick it up is Drew Nelson. Backhands it over to Henry Peterson now. Now up to Thorsten. Now in the Bemidji zone, brought out by number 15, Lucas Caron. Over on the far side at neutral now. Backhanded up through neutral into the Hermantown zone by Nicholas Johnson. Over in the far corner, Hermantown controls. Now to Peterson. Peterson flips it up to neutral to number 17, River Freeman. Freeman over to View. Can't connect on the pass. Now back to neutral. Sent up to number 15, Lucas Caron. Can't get a shot off there. Play in the Bemidji zone, or in the Hermantown zone, rather. Over on the far half wall now. Both teams battling for it in the corner. It'll be picked up by Bowman. Bowman sends it behind the net over to the near side. Now View will send it off the boards and picked up by Hermantown's Freeman. Freeman trying to make a move, sends it towards the net. Nice defensive play by Joseph Fancannel. He poked it away. Now Bemidji controls, they will drive out with it. River Freeman sends it deep in the Hermantown zone. 8:14 remaining in period one, still scoreless between Hermantown and Bemidji. Brought in by View, backhand shot and a goal. Dallas View makes it 1-0 Hermantown with 8:05 remaining in period one.
I believe that'll be unassisted, but we'll see here. No, that was a great goal, and he just stick handled really well and got it up shoulder glove side. So, yeah, great start for Hermantown.
Once again, it was View scoring the goal. I believe it was all alone as he went coast to coast. A backhand top shelf goal for View.
Dallas View with the assist going to number 17, River Freeman.
So, once again, scoring the goal. Dallas View with a single assist going to number 17, River Freeman. That was scored with 8:05 remaining in period one. And now another shot by Hermantown. They were saved by the goaltender Metcalf. Now here's Kohansky. Down to Plant. Max Plant, here's a shot. Another chance and covered up by Metcalf. What is two big saves there for Metcalf. That was a great goaltending by Metcalf. Two very tough saves that he made.
Yeah, and I mean, Hermantown is buzzing in the offensive zone right now, and I mean, if the defense cannot pick up those guys, the goaltender's going to have to make some great saves like he just did.
Shot there from the point by Drew Nelson on net. Saved Metcalf. Now it's going to be shot out by Bemidji's Boston Smith. Now a shot right on there at the blue line for the Lumberjacks. Number 15, Lucas Caron. Shot on net there and a save by the goaltender, Drew Rocker. Bemidji's playing a little better than I expected. They've probably put on 7 shots or so far. They're playing a little better than I thought they would against this Hermantown team. Of course, it's 1-0 Hermantown right now.
Yeah, and of course that the game yesterday had to give them a little bit of confidence going into this game, and they just need to play their game, do their cues, do what they're supposed to do, and then obviously with the skill of Hermantown, if they do what they're supposed to do on defense and everything, they could win the hockey game.
Covered up by goaltender Drew Rocker. Face-off coming up to the left of the Hermantown netminder. 7:06 remaining in period one. 1-0 in favor of Hermantown. Once again, scoring that goal was Dallas View, number 19. The single assist went to River Freeman. Here's a shot. And I don't think it goes on net. Got tipped out front. Another shot, and what a save by Drew Rocker. That was number 16 putting the shot on Peyton Nadeau. And Rocker, he's been facing a few more shots than he did yesterday against Brainerd, Hunter, and last couple saves were huge.
Yeah, and against Brainerd, he was pretty sound as Brainerd didn't have too many opportunities because the Hermantown defense score was really good. And obviously, getting more experience is going to be good for him if they are able to advance and make the state tournament. He's going to see a lot better teams.
Brought in by Bemidji into the Hermantown zone. Going to pick it up for the Hawks is Bowman. Weston Bowman. Up to View. Dallas View. Shot. Gets deflected up and out of play. Hits the netting. Stoppage of play with 6:25 remaining in period one. Well, an update from the Andover Community Center, Section 7 AA semifinals. It is 2-0 Andover over Elk River with 8 minutes remaining in the first period. A very quick start for Andover in that first 7 AA semifinal game.
Yeah, which you look at, and that's the consensus as the number 1 seed in the South. And, you know, Elk River had not a terrible year last year as they did make the section final against Andover, obviously upsetting Rapids in the semis. But, yeah, no, this is definitely a game that's going to be good to watch as the winner of CEC and Grand Rapids today here at the IRA will play that winner.
Play continues here in the Hermantown zone. Play puck behind the net, sent up by Plant to number 8, Josh Kelpinen, now back in the Bemidji zone. Here's Smith. Now a shot there, hits the backboards. Over on the far side, flipped out by Bemidji. It's going to go all the way down. It will not make it for an icing. Waved off by the referee. So it's kept in by Bemidji. Peyton Nedo tipped it in there. Here comes Plant now. Plant with a breakaway and doesn't get a shot on net there. Here's Kelpinen now for Hermantown. Sends it down behind the net. We have a whistle here now. Stoppage of play. The net is off right now. 4:52 remaining in period 1. Still 1-0 in favor of Hermantown. Now here's a face-off to the right of goaltender Metcalf in the Bemidji zone. Erickson sends it back to the point. Shot doesn't get through traffic. Now another shot there. Erickson puts a shot right on. Pad save by Metcalf. Now Bemidji's going to send it out to neutral. Here's Peyton Nadeau. Deep in the Hermantown zone. Now the Hawks will come away with it. Drew Nelson flips it up, and it's brought out by Hermantown. Drew Nelson still with it. In the near corner now, in the Bemidji zone. Hermantown comes away with it. On the near half wall now, tipped out by Bemidji to neutral. Play at center ice. Now here comes Bemidji the other way. Play continues here in the Hermantown zone. Picked up by Evan Gunderson. Over to Thurston. Now Gunderson's going to backhand it into the Bemidji zone along the backboards. Hermantown will pick it up, and now both teams will battle for it. Tipped ahead to Boston Smith. And now it's going to be shot all the way down by number 17, Boston Smith. It goes down for an icing. 3:35 remaining in period 1. 1-0 Hermantown still.
Yeah, it's a solid start for both teams. I mean, Schaefer in net. We didn't get to see him yesterday as number 35 is in the net, but he's had a really good game so far, only letting the one goal in, but obviously a multitude of scoring chances for Hermantown.
Brought out by Bemidji, a possible odd man rush, but they can't handle it there. Hermantown controls in their own zone. Sent up to number 13, Bowman. Stoppage of play here. And we'll have a face-off in the neutral zone. 3:13 remaining in period 1. We'll have a face-off here at neutral. Plant and Nedo taking the face-off. Now it's going to be shot all the way in by Bemidji's number 12, Noah Mansa. And now a shot right back in by Bemidji into the Hermantown zone. Here comes Hermantown the other way. Plant. Max Plant. Here's a shot by Kelpinen. Rebound and scores. Max Plant, number 10, from Matt Kelpinen, makes it 2-0. Or Josh Kelpinen, actually.
Yeah, it was a great shot by Kelpinen, number 9, and or number 8, sorry, and just popped right out front, and right there, right time was Max Plant, and he just had to tip it right through the 5-hole, and there you go. It's 2-0 Hermantown.
Yeah, once again scoring the goal was Max Plant. The assist went to Josh Kelpinen, number 8. He scored with 2:43 remaining in period 1. And the second assist went to Cade Kohansky. Once again, Plant from Kelpinen and Kohansky. Brought in by Plant. Another shot by Kohansky. Now in the far corner. Up to the point. Shot right on, or a shot that goes over the net by Barker. And there's Esther Brooks with a shot right on and a save by Metcalf.
Right there's a slash. Good job.
Now a penalty coming up here on Hermantown. Number 9, William Esther Brooks heading to the box. 2-minute minor for slashing. First penalty of the game, first power play of the game belongs to Bemidji as they trail 2-0 to Hermantown with 2:07 remaining in period 1.
Yeah, like we said, power plays and penalty kills, special teams in hockey, that's exactly where you're going to make up, your deficits. And Bemidji did not have a great power play yesterday against Cloquet, and we'll see if they can improve a little bit today against Hermantown.
Bemidji will tip it in. Deep in the Hermantown zone. Up to the point now. Here's Neto, sends it down to the far corner, back to Neto now, up at the point. Now backhanded over to number 14, Aiden Neto. Now here's a shot, puck still, he scores! Bemidji gets within 1 goal. Power play goal for the Lumberjacks. It is 2-1 Hermantown with 1:33 remaining in period 1.
Yeah, and that's the second goal that we've seen come right out front, and then the screener right in front there is able to tip it in for the 5-hole, and luckily this is Bemidji's goal, and now it's back to a one-goal game, a new hockey game, and like we said, capitalizing on special teams, and that's what Bemidji just did there.
Yes, but very important. When you're the underdog like Bemidji is, you got to capitalize on the power play.
Scoring for Bemidji, number 15, Lucas Perrin. The assist going to number 12, Noah Manasso and Reese Olsen.
Not sure who got the second assist there, but it was scored by Lucas Caron, and the first assist went to number 12, Noah Manassa. 2-1 Hermantown here with 55 seconds remaining in period 1. A shot there by the Hawks that goes over the net. Another shot by Dallas View, and a save by the goaltender Metcalf. That's going to be shot up by number 14 for Bemidji, Aiden Nedo. Now play at neutral. Freeman's going to shoot it all the way down and covered up by the goaltender Metcalf.
Hermantown's getting that guy in the slot right there. That whole shift, it was number 19 View. Bemidji wasn't really picking him up. They're kind of collapsing down on the wings and making sure they can't get the pass, but they're able to see that pass through, and it's almost a one-timer, and luckily Schaefer was able to save him.
Face off here to the right of Metcalf in the Bemidji zone. 30 seconds remaining in period 1. 2-1 Hermantown over Bemidji. Lumberjacks trying to flip it out, kept it by Bowman at the point. Now here's Kelpinen, sends it out front to Plant. Plant up to Bowman at the point. Shot goes wide now over on the far side. Kelpinen controls Plant now. Shot from the goal line, hits the back of the netting. 10 seconds remaining in period 1. Plant. Down to Kohansky, shot there from the goal line. Another chance for Plant, goes wide, and the buzzer will sound. That does it for period number 1 from the IRA Civic Center in this North Bantam AA Region semifinal between Bemidji and Hermantown. It is Hermantown 2 and Bemidji 1 after 1 period of play. Well, make sure to tell everyone that we're doing this game here. Tell family, friends, fans of these teams, and just fans of hockey that we're streaming Bemidji, Hermantown, Bantam AA semifinal hockey in the North Region right now. Make sure to let everyone know.
Yeah, this is a good first period for both teams. I mean, obviously Hermantown came out fighting fast and up 2-0 right away, and then, you know, little commotion, but Bemidji coming back and scoring that goal on the power play. And you look at the opportunities, there's two power plays, or 2 penalties or 3 penalties, I can't remember, but 2 power play goals right now.
Just like to take this time to thank our sponsors, G&B Environmental, Minnesota Twist Drill, Winnie Trading Post, Iron Range Apparel, Anthony's Heating, AC and Refrigeration, The Rink Sports Grill, and 90 Degree Media. Make sure to check out our website, upnorthhockey.com, for the PayPal link. We have a PayPal link, on upnorthhockey.com if you're looking to donate money. Also, we have a Venmo account with the username being upnorth-hockey. So once again, PayPal on upnorthhockey.com, and Venmo, we have a Venmo account with the username being upnorth-hockey. Well, Hunter, here we go. Second period just about underway. It's a 2-1 lead for Hermantown.
Yeah, I mean, we'll see if Bemidji can get back, tie, and make it a 0-0 hockey game, basically.
Play here in the Hermantown zone. Bemidji looking to tie it up at 2 apiece. Sent out front. And now it's shot out by Barker to neutral. Here comes Hermantown the other way. Plant. Out front to Kolansky. Fires a shot that goes wide. No, Bemidji's going to send it all the way down. And it will make it for an icing.
Great chance right out of the break for Hermantown. Plant almost had the rebound come right on his stick, and if he was able to center that, I think it would have been a goal for number 8, his line mate, Kupinen, because he was sitting there with the wide open net.
Face off here to the left of Metcalf. Backhand shot by Erickson. Hermantown once again. Another shot there. Pad saved by Metcalf. Now once again, it's going to be shot all the way down by Bemidji. Goes down for an icing. Once again, just getting underway for period number 2 from the IRA Civic Center. 14:04 remaining in our middle period. 2-1 in favor of Hermantown. Bemidji's going to carry it out here. Here is Fancano. Now back through neutral into the Bemidji zone. View's going to pick it up. Trying to center the pass there. Bowman with a shot there. Now Johnson sends it to the near side. Here's View. Sends it towards the net. View once again trying to find Freeman out front there. Another shot. Puck still loose and finally covered up by the goaltender, Metcalf. Stoppage of play here with 13:20 remaining in our middle period.
Yeah, Hermantown is coming out right now with great offensive zone presence in the Bemidji zone, and goaltender Metcalf is making great saves.
Play continues here in the Bemidji zone, picked up by number 12, Noah Mansaw. Brought up by Mansaw now. Driving in with it. He will go to the net. Shot fires it over the net. Now on the near side, shot all the way in by Stonewall Jessner. Now here's Plant for Hermantown coming away with it. Brought in by the Hawks into the Bemidji zone. A shot there, goes wide. Here's Kohanski now for Hermantown. Now it will be tipped out by Bemidji. Sent all the way down, no icing on the play as Barker picks it up for the Hawks. Now he finds a pass up to Kohanski. Shot hits the iron there, crossbar. Goes up and out of play, hits the netting. Stoppage of play with 12:09 remaining in period 2.
Yeah, one of the things I've noticed for Hermantown is that they can shoot the puck. Their slap shots, their wrist shots, they have so much power behind them. It's a hard thing to defend. Goaltender got a little help on that last one from the pipe, obviously.
Picked up by Bemidji's Nicholas Johnson. Now driven out by the Lumberjacks. Brought in by Lucas Caron. In the far corner. Caron to the front of the net. No one home there for the pass. Now play at neutral. Back in the Bemidji zone. In the near corner. And it's going to be shot out by Bemidji. Here's Drew Nelson. Sends it over to Peterson. Now tipped in by the Hawks. Backhanded up by Bemidji. Back of the Hermantown zone. Here's Nelson. Drew Nelson up through center ice. Puts a shot. Deflected off a player. Goes wide. Now over on the far side. Back behind the net to the near side now. Along the half wall. View at the point. Picks it up. Working to the net. Shot goes wide once again. Now along the backboards. Both teams digging for it. Hermantown will come away with a backhand shot there by Johnson Jr. Goes over the net. Sent out front once again. Poke check to the corner by goaltender Metcalf. And it's going to be shot all the way down by Bemidji for an icing. I see down on the left side here behind the net, head coach of Grand Rapids varsity Wade Chido taking in some BAM AA hockey here before the big matchup versus Cloquet-Esco Carleton, the 7 AA semifinals here at the IRA Civic Center.
Yeah, obviously seeing some youth programs from some teams that he'll face in Bemidji and Hermantown here, but I was going to say number 19 for Hermantown, Dallas View, has had a couple really good looks in this game, and I don't think if he keeps getting looks like this, one of them's going to go in the net. He's been getting good slot looks coming down through his slots, and obviously we'll see how the power play goes here.
Penalty here on Bemidji now, a 2-minute minor for interference on number 18, Stonewall Jessner. So power play here for Hermantown. So when we talk about special teams where you have to capitalize on special teams, you gotta defend the penalty kill as well. You can't be letting up goals on the power play. You gotta shut down Hermantown's power play if you wanna win the game. And then they were able to score in the power play. Bemidji was, so they were able to do that. But now they have to defend this penalty kill.
Yeah, and Hermantown normally has a really good penalty kill, so I'm sure that was one of the first couple of goals that, if there were only a couple that have been scored on this Hermantown penalty kill.
Shot there by Kohanski and covered up by the goaltender Metcalf. Of course, Wade Chido watching his former Bantam team that he coached for. Of course, he coached for the high school team at Bemidji for about 8 or 9 years. He was there for a while, and now he's the coach of Grand Rapids. Wade Chido's from Thief River Falls, if you didn't know that. That's where he graduated from. Played at Bemidji State University, and then later took up coaching, obviously coaching Bemidji for a long time, and now in his second season as the Grand Rapids Thunderhawks head coach. And actually last season he was supposed to be the head coach of the Grand Rapids Bantam AA team, but then Chris Marinucci, the head coach of Grand Rapids, resigned, so he was in the running. Shot and a goal by Hermantown on the power play. I believe that's Esther Brooks, number 9. That makes it 3-1. Anyways, Marinucci resigned like a couple weeks before the season, so athletic director Ann Campbell had to really scramble to find a candidate, and he applied for it and got the job, and now he's in his second season behind the bench for Grand Rapids. But yeah, talking about that goal, Esterbrook with the goal there, backdoor power play goal.
Scoring for Hermantown, number 9, Will Esterbrook. The assist scoring to number 12, Owen Barker, and number 19, Dallas View.
Once again, scoring the goal was number 9, William Esterbrook. The first assist went to number 12, Nolan Barker. Second assist went to number 19, Dallas View. It is 3-1 Hermantown here in the second period with 9:15 remaining.
When you talk about Coach Chido, I know coming in, a lot of the Rapids, I was playing football with some of the Rapids hockey players, and they were really excited when they heard that Chido was going to be coming in coaching. Obviously, he led Bemidji to some stuff and to some state tournaments, and very successful coach.
Back in the Hermantown zone, they lead 3-1 over Bemidji. Sent up to Nelson, now up through neutral. And Hermantown is offside here. Stoppage of play with 8:39 remaining in our middle period.
I don't know if you remember. Did Coach Chido win Coach of the Year
What?
Did Coach Chido win Coach of the Year in his first season here? Or something. He won something, I think.
I think so. Coach of the
AA
Year.
Coach of the
Yeah,
Year.
I think so last year. For the regular season, yeah. He did win it for AA.
Yeah.
Back in the Hermantown zone, sent up through neutral. Now back in the Bemidji zone along the backboards. In the far corner now. Along the half wall, here's Dallas View controlling it. View driving to the net. Doesn't get a shot on net there. Along the near half wall, now picked up by Johnson with a shot right on. And a save by goaltender Tate Metcalf.
Looks like View rolls with this second line group, and then on the power play, obviously he's on power play 1. But
Brought out by Bemidji to center ice, now controlled by Hermantown's number 13, Weston Bowman. Now back in the Lumberjack zone, sent out to neutral. Now here's Evgen. Now tipped in by Freeman. Deep in the Bemidji zone. Freeman will chase for it, but picked up by Bemidji's number 12.
that goal will be number 6 Johansson from number 17, or not 17. Yeah, 17 Freeman and number 19 View, I believe.
Scoring for Hermantown, number 6, Andrew Johnson Jr. The assist goal, number 17 for Freeman, and number 19, Dallas View.
So scored the goal was Andrew Johnson Jr., number 6. The first assist went to number 17, River Freeman, I believe. Then the second assist to number 19, Dallas View. 4-1 Hermantown with 7:21 remaining in period 2. Here's a shot by Bemidji. Rocker's unable to cover it up. He doesn't have a stick right now. Now he will grab it. At the point, shot goes well wide over to the far corner. Now picked up by Hermantown. It's going to be brought out by Kelpinen. Kelpinen now sends it out front. And can't get a shot through there. Blocked away by Bemidji. Now Lumberjacks will flip it out to neutral. Brought in by Van Cannell, now brought up by Gunderson. Hermantown into the Bemidji zone. Evan Gunderson brought it in. Now Bemidji in their own zone. Trying to flip it out. Intercepted by Hermantown to the net. Can't get a shot off there. We have 6:14 remaining in period 2. 4-1 in favor of Hermantown over Bemidji. Now back to neutral. Here's Nelson. Over to Henry Peterson now. Shot all the way down by the Hawks. It goes down for an icing with 5:57 remaining in period 2. 4-1. in favor of Hermantown. Face-off coming up in the Hermantown zone to the left of goaltender Drew Rocker.
Bemidji definitely needs to get one in here and get their momentum going here, as all the momentum is on Hermantown's side right now.
There's a shot, goes wide. Along the near half wall, tipped out by Hermantown. Back in the Bemidji zone now. Both teams digging for it in the near corner. Now Hermantown will come away with it. Backhand shot on, pad save by Metcalf. Up at the point. There's a shot and a glove save by Metcalf.
If Bemidji is going to keep staying in this game, obviously they need to keep up their physical intensity that they've been having. They've been really good on the physical side. A couple of big hits here, especially that one right down there in the corner.
Face off in the Bemidji zone to the right of Metcalf. Tipped out by the Lumberjacks. Now flipped through neutral, hits the rafters. Stoppage of play. I heard they're going to be putting in a new roof here in a couple of years, I believe. They could use a new press box, too. They don't have much of a press box here.
Sheldon over here to our right is getting set up for the boys varsity game. But yeah, they definitely could. They are in the process of getting a new roof on the IRA here with everything not all up to code. They just want to get a redone roof.
Here's a breakaway for Hermantown. A backhand shot by Max Plant. Well, sent out front, intercepted by Bemidji. 4:42 remaining in period 2. Now out front with a shot there for Hermantown. Saved by Metcalf. Now we have a whistle here. Penalty coming up on Bemidji, I believe. Heading to the box is number 15, Lucas Caron. 2-minute minor for cross-checking. So another power play for Hermantown, looking to extend their lead to 5-1 as they lead 4-1 over Bemidji. So power play, Hermantown. Wahansky can't hold the blue line. Now he'll pick it up in the Hermantown zone, sent over to Esterbrooks. Now up to Plant. Goes off Plant's skate. Now Kohansky. Up into the Bemidji zone. Shot there, scores! Cade Kohansky right away on the power play for Hermantown. Makes it 5-1.
Hermantown is clicking on everything right now. Power plays. I think that's their, second or third power play goal already?
Yep. That's been the key for Hermantown, too. Well, you need to start, if you're Bemidji, you got to start by not taking penalties.
Yes.
If you do take a penalty for, a hard-working penalty where something happens, your stick gets caught up in someone's skate or whatever, you got to do the best you got to do the best you can to defend the penalty kill. Shoot it down, ice it every time if you have to, because you cannot be letting up power play goals. This has been the key to the game for Hermantown, scoring on the power play. Very good power play unit.
Yeah, and that goes for all underdogs. I mean, if you are going into the penalty box against a good power play, the odds are you're going to give up some goals.
That's an unassisted goal for Cade Kohansky. Another opportunity for Hermantown. Now puck along the backboards. Once again, Kohansky unassisted to make it 5-1 in favor of Hermantown. 3:32 remaining in period 2.
Like I was saying, yeah, Bemidji cannot go in the box, obviously, because you get down to a good team and a good power play, and they're going to convert.
Play it at neutral. Now it's going to be shot in by Barker. Bemidji controls of their own zone. Here's Nicholas Johnson. Now intercepted by Barker at neutral. Barker driving in. A shot there blocked by Johnson. Here goes Bemidji the other way, brought in by Peyton Neto. On the far side, now brought out by Hermantown, tipped ahead by Freeman. River Freeman brings it in. Over on the far side, puck goes behind the net now to the near side in the corner. Fired up by Bemidji, trying to work it out here. Johnson sends it out front, no one home there for the pass. Now at the point, a shot deflects up and out of play for a stoppage of play. 2:29 remaining in period 2. 17 seconds remaining on the power play for Hermantown here. Or no, there's no power play. I'm getting confused because they don't take the time off the clock.
Face-off coming out of the zone as it was tipped out by a Hermantown player.
We are at 5-on-5 hockey here. Face-off at neutral, now brought in by Max Plant. Plant fires a shot over the net. He'll come in and pick it up now and cover it up by goaltender Metcalf. Face off here to the left of Metcalf and the Jack zone. Along the backboards. Bemidji comes away with it here. It is Fankannel. Now back to Manassa. Play at neutral. It's going to be brought in by Manassa. Now in the near corner. Just under 2 minutes remaining in period 2. 5-1 in favor of the Hermantown Hawks. In the near corner, both teams digging for it along the half wall now, and brought out by Kelpinen. Here's Josh Kelpinen. Now Peterson's shot goes wide there on the near side. 1:40 remaining in period 2. Up at the point, tipped down deep in the zone by Nelson. In the far corner now. Hermantown comes away with it. Here's Cade Kohanski. Sends it to the point. Peterson with a shot right on, and a glove save by Metcalf.
Peterson definitely could have had a goal there. Just mishandled off his stick, I think, and just threw it on and just went wide.
There's a face-off to the left of the Bemidji netminder, Metcalf, in the Lumberjack zone. In the near corner, Hermantown controls momentarily now along the backboards. Both teams battling for it. Still battling in that near corner in the Bemidji zone. Hermantown comes away with it now. We have a penalty coming up on Bemidji here. Another power play coming up for Hermantown. Evgen at the point. Sends it down to the corner now over on the far side. Freeman, 45 seconds remaining in period 2. A shot there goes over the net. Gunderson now. Still a delayed penalty here on Bemidji. Gunderson. Hermantown still controlling. This is pretty impressive here. Gunderson. Now it's finally going to be touched by Bemidji. Boy, that was very impressive by Hermantown there. Delayed penalty on Bemidji, and they're able to control it for about probably 40 seconds or so.
Yeah, I mean, with the extra attacker out there too, obviously, because you're already going to get an extra, they're getting one off, so they pull the goalie, get the extra attacker, and yeah, there are a couple scoring opportunities, but otherwise, yeah.
It's not what Bemidji wanted to do there. They take another penalty with 20 seconds remaining in period 2. There's a shot there by Plank, goes wide. Hermantown will be on the power play to start period 3. 10 seconds remaining in this period here. Here's Kohanski. Plant with a shot right on. Another shot, puck still loose, and they'll put it in with 1 second remaining in period 2. 6-1 Hermantown over Bemidji. A power play goal once again for the Hawks. That's power play goal number 3 for Hermantown, I believe. The buzzer does sound. Teams will go to the locker room for the second period intermission break.
Goal is a goal. There was some discussion about whether or not it was.
It was easily a goal. There was still the time ran out. It was scored with about 1 or 2 seconds left. And the time just kept running there, so that was for sure a goal. Even when it was on 0, the buzzer didn't sound yet, so that means it's a good goal.
Yeah, and that goal I saw scored by Dallas View, and you knew he was always crashing the net in that slot, like I said. And
so the teams will go to the locker room here after 2 periods of play from the IRA Civic Center. It's Hermantown 6 and Bemidji 1. So we'll take a break here, step aside for the second period intermission. Just a quick shout out to our sponsors, the Rig Sports Grill, Anthony's Heating, AC and Refrigeration, 90 Degree Media, Iron Range Apparel, G&B Environmental, Minnesota Twist Drill, and Winnie Trading Post. We thank them for their sponsorship of Up North Hockey. So we'll take a break here, and we'll be back for the final period of play. You're watching Bantam AA North Region Hockey on Up North Hockey, once again 6-1 Hermantown after 2 periods of play. All right, we're just about ready for period number 2 from the IRA Civic Center. 6-1 Hermantown over Bemidji after 2 periods of play.
Obviously disregarding the penalty time on there, as Hermantown did score the power play goal right there at the end of the period. So there is no penalty of 1:41 left on the clock.
And the teams are starting to file in here now for the high school game. I saw the Cloquet coaches are here and the team's here, and Sheldon Willis, the KOZY play-by-play announcers here, getting ready for the big game between Cloquet and Grand Rapids in the Section 7 AA semifinals.
Obviously, Blake, you and I will both be here, but as spectators, not filming for up north. Just hoping to cheer on Grand Rapids to a victory.
Hermantown shoots it all the way down for an icing. Once again, just getting underway for period number 3 from the IRA Civic Center. Face off here in the Hermantown zone to the right of Rocker. Once again, 6-1 Hawks over Lumberjacks. Hermantown will work it out here. Here's Evan Gunderson. Gunderson driving in, a pass over to Erickson, taken away by the Lumberjacks. Back through neutral now in the Hermantown zone. Here's Bullman picking it up in the near corner now. Bullman will chase for it and send it up the boards. Gloved and kept in by Jessner. Now behind the net, still in the Hermantown zone. Now Jack's trying to put a shot through there, doesn't get through traffic, and now Hermantown will drive out with it. Here's Drew Nelson. Or no, that was actually number 18 rather, Rocco Erickson. Sent off the glass by the Lumberjacks. They will poke it out. Possible on-man rush for Bemidji. But they are offside. Stoppage of play with 13:43 remaining in period 3.
Big thing for Hermantown was they did convert on their special teams, obviously, with 3 power play goals in this game. And we still have 13 minutes left, and there could be another one. Who knows?
Play at neutral here. Now brought in by Hermantown. Here's Freeman. Backhand pass over to View. Now a centering pass. No one home. Over on the far side in the Bemidji zone. Up to the point now. Kept in by Nelson. View. Now Nelson. Shoots it towards the net. Goes wide. Puck wraps around the boards. Now up at the point. Hermantown can't hold the blue line. Now brought right back in by Peterson. And tipped out by Bemidji. Hermantown is going to be offside here. Another stoppage of play. Face off here at neutral. Hermantown's going to fire it all the way down. Barker shoots it down to the backboards. Now here's Plant. Sent it out front. Now Barker at the point. Nolan Barker. Shot doesn't get through traffic. Now it's tipped out by Bemidji to center ice. Esterbrook comes away with it now. Esterbrooks trying to send it on net there. Blocked away by Bemidji's Nicholas Johnson in the far corner. Both teams battling for it. Now Plant will come away with it. Max Plant sends it across the ice over to Barker. Shot and hits, looked like it went in, but it hit the back of the netting. Now another chance for Hermantown. Save Metcalf. Barker fires it all the way down. Watch out there. Holy. The puck goes out of play. There's some Grand Rapids players walking up to the stands and went right by one of the, I think that was Wyatt Pilkington walking.
One of the most important players of the Grand Rapids hockey team almost getting hit with the puck there. Oh, that probably would not have felt good without the padding that he normally has on.
Of course, he's used to getting hit by pucks, but with equipment on.
A lot of equipment on.
If it hit him, it probably would have hit him in the head, though. It was close.
Yikes.
Luckily, it did not hit him. Hermantown controls of their offensive zone. In the near corner now, controlled by Erickson. Down to Gunderson now, trying to give it back to Erickson. Can't connect on the near side along the half wall now. It's going to be shot out by Austin Cole. And now shot all the way into the Hermantown zone by Lucas Caron. Picking it up for Hermantown in their defensive zone is Holden Evgen. Now picked up by the Lumberjacks, set out front. Poke checked away by the goaltender Rocker. 11:38 remaining in period 3. It is 6-1 in favor of Hermantown. Here's Gunderson. Over to Thorsten. Now a shot right on by Johnson Jr. Now the near side, it's going to be shot out. Trying to shoot it out was Cole. Now back to Cole in the Bemidji zone. Shoots it over to Jessner. Jessner skating up with it. Now the puck brought in by Bemidji here. Now Hermantown will come away with it. Here's Johnson Jr. Johnson Jr. out front with a shot right on. Save Metcalf, and now Bemidji's going to fire it all the way down for an icing. 10:54 remaining in period 3. 6-1 still in favor of the Hermantown Hawks.
Looks like number 16 is back out on the ice after taking a puck right to the kneecap there. Good to see him back out and skating again.
One back by Hermantown, trying to send it towards the net. Now down to the half wall, sent over to the far side now. Out front, Johnson can't get a stick on it in the crease there. Now sent out front again. Once again, Johnson can't get to the puck there. Shot out by Bemidji. Here's Nelson. Now Freeman up through center ice for Hermantown. He'll slap it in. Shot right back out by Bemidji. Now tipped in by Johnson. Bemidji trying to work it out. Kept in by Johnson. Now Bemidji will shoot it back up through neutral. Back in the Hermantown zone. Nelson sends it up through center ice. Now back in the Bemidji zone, and it's slapped right back out by the Lumberjacks. Now brought in by Bemidji's Lucas Caron. Caron in the far corner. Sends it out front. Now back behind the net, picked up by Hermantown. 9:45 remaining in period 3. It's brought in by Hermantown's Kohanski. Kohanski driving to the net. Shot there goes wide. In the near corner, sent up the half wall by Bemidji. Esterbrooks intercepts. Plant comes in and picks it up. Plant sends it out front. Hermantown is buzzing right now. We have a stoppage of play. Yeah, Hermantown is buzzing right now. Up 6-1 with 9:22 remaining in period 3.
Yeah, and Bemidji can hold the zone in the offensive zone for about 10-20 seconds each time they're in there, and then it's just Hermantown's quickly back out into their offensive zone. But yeah, no, I mean, Hermantown was ready to play today.
Here's Esterbrooks. Tips it down to the corner. Now over on the far side. Knott sends it up to the point. Kept in by Barker. A shot right on. Hits the goaltender Metcalf and goes up and hits the backboards. Now brought out by Peyton Nadeau into the Hermantown zone. Nadeau. Esterbrooks will shoot it up. Plant is way offside there. Stoppage of play with 8:42 remaining in period 3. 6-1 in favor of the Hermantown Hawks.
More head kids are watching it.
Brought in by Hermantown's Evan Gunderson. Out front, shot right on. And a glove save by Tate Metcalf.
I mean, as of right now, it looks pretty interesting, and I don't think I don't think Bemidji has the capability to make a great comeback, but it's setting up to be a good game tomorrow between Hermantown and Moorhead.
Yes, that should be a very good championship game tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. Looks like Hermantown's going to finish this one out. If things stand here, Bemidji will play the loser, or they'll play Brainerd. They'll play Brainerd tonight at 6 p.m. Shot right on there by Hermantown. Save Metcalf. 7:56 remaining in period 3. Here's Gunderson now. Gets it poked away by Bemidji. And Bemidji will shoot it all the way down for an icing. Penalty coming up here on Hermantown's number 7, Evan Gunderson, heading to the box. A 2-minute minor for high sticking. So power play here for Bemidji with 7:42 remaining in period 3. 6-1 still in favor of Hermantown.
7 minutes of hockey, White. Let's go.
Face off here at neutral.
Of course, Bemidji's only goal in the game was scored on the power play as well.
Yep. Shot in by Bemidji deep in the Hermantown zone. Now Hermantown will bring it out. It's River Freeman. Now he gets it taken away by Bemidji's Peyton Nedo. Nedo will shoot it all the way into the Hermantown zone on the near side, now on the corner. Here's Drew Nelson up the far side now, and it's going to be shot all the way down by the Hawks for an icing. Minute 23 remaining on the power play for Bemidji. 7:04 remaining in period number 3. Still 6-1 in favor of Hermantown. Brought out by Hermantown. Here's number 8, Josh Kelpinen. Puck goes on net, covered up by goaltender Metcalf.
Hermantown getting in the zone here pretty good on the penalty kill, obviously. So some good short high-handed chances and good shorthand zone time.
Here's a shot by Bemidji, goes over the net, hits the backboards. 6:35 remaining in period 3. It's going to be backhanded in by Bemidji's Austin Coe. Deep in the Hermantown zone, Coe now up at the point. Here's a shot by number 17, Boston Smith, and covered up by the goaltender Drew Rocker.
Rocker's been solid in net. Let up that one power play goal early in the game, and he's just been solid in the net.
Here's a face-off to the left of goaltender Rocker. Kept in at the point by Bemidji's number 18, Stonewall Jessner. Now Plant's going to carry it out for Hermantown. Max Plant through center ice. And here's a breakaway for Kohatsky. Saved there by Metcalf. Here comes Bemidji the other way, deep in the zone. 12 seconds remaining on the Bemidji power play. Now Hermantown controls. They will flip it out to neutral and shot right back in by Bemidji. Now here's Hermantown coming the other way up through neutral. It is number 20, Holden Evgen. Now Kohansky with it. Over to Platt. Can't connect on the pass. Now Bolman's going to keep it in at the point as he slaps it all the way down. Puck wraps around the boards to the backboards. Kohansky with it momentarily. Now picked up by the Lumberjacks. And now Hermantown comes in and picks it up. Gunderson right out of the penalty box. And he will snap a twig there. He will go off and switch. That's got to be about $300 or $400 there. Hockey, a very expensive sport, Hunter. You know, sticks alone are very expensive.
Yeah, I mean, sticks alone, and then of course all the padding and everything else, you know. Very expensive. A lot more expensive than any of the sports I played.
Play continues here in the Bemidji zone. Along the backboards over to the far corner now. And it's going to be shot all the way down by Peyton Nedo for an icing 440 remaining in period 3.
Yeah, ever since Gunderson got out of the box, I mean, Hermantown's controlled the zone ever since off that penalty kill, and like he said, they've been buzzing this whole third period.
Over on the far side, Bemidji trying to work it out here. Now here is Johnson up through neutral. Now Hermantown controls. And brought in by View. 4:20 remaining in period 3. Still 6-1 in favor of the Hermantown Hawks. Johnson sends it up to the point to Nelson. Nelson keeps it in. He'll skate with it now along the far half wall. Now in the corner. He loses it to number 10, Nicholas Johnson. Johnson sends it up to neutral. Now Hermantown trying to tip it in. They have to retreat as they were offside. Now tipped in by Hermantown. Shot right back out by the Lumberjacks of Bemidji. Here's View for Hermantown skating up with it. Now back to Nelson skating into the Hermantown zone. Nelson over to number 5, Henry Peterson. Now River Freeman up to View. View driving in, trying to make a move. Now he falls down. 3:23 remaining in period 3. Now brought up by Bemidji's Boston Smith. Smith with a shot right on. Blocker saved by Rocker. Puck goes up and out of play for a stoppage of play with 3:16 remaining in period 3.
Yeah, here you see Bemidji getting a little bit of offensive zone time, getting a couple good shots on goal, but again, Rocker's been solid all game.
One back by Bemidji off the face-off. A shot there. Nice tip by the Lumberjacks. Rocker was there with the save. Now Hermantown controls. They will send it out to center ice. It's shot right back in by Bemidji's number 12, Noah Manasseh. Now for Hermantown, here's River Freeman. Play at neutral. Now back to center ice. Tipped in by Bemidji's number 17, Boston Smith. Now all the way back in the Bemidji zone. Gunderson will chase for it for Hermantown. That's fired up the boards by number 18, Stonewall Jessner. And shot right back in by Nolan Barker. Play in the Bemidji zone. Sent off the boards to neutral by Manasseh. 2:25 remaining in period 3. 6-1 still in favor of the Hermantown Hawks over Bemidji. Looks like they will be moving on to the region championship game, as there's a storming of chances out front there for Bemidji, and finally covered up by Rocker. Looks like it's going to be Hermantown Moorhead tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. for the region championship game.
That's going to be a great game tomorrow morning. Definitely both powerhouses of the tournament. And you kind of looked at the records and seeding and stuff, and you expected them to be there. They're both two really good teams with really good youth programs.
Exactly 2 minutes remaining in period 3. Here comes Hermantown the other way, an odd man 2-on-1 rush. Max Plant with it, trying to make a move there. In the near corner, Hermantown sends it out front. Now here's Plant to Kelpinen, couldn't get a shot off there. Now Kohansky with it. He loses it to number 7, who sends it up. Here comes Hermantown once again. It is Kelpinen with it, sends it back to the defenseman Bowman, now across the ice to the far side, tipped in by Plant into the Bemidji zone. Now at the point, Nelson can't hold the blue line. That was actually number 20, Evgen. Bowman will send it off the glass. kept in by Bemidji's number 17 there momentarily, Smith. Now back in the Bemidji zone, and we have 1 minute remaining in the final period of play. 6-1 Hermantown. Things have really calmed down here in this third period. Hunter, we have 0 goals here in this third period.
Yeah, and I mean, if you look at it, that's just great teams playing both defensively sound hockey, and at the end of the game in third period, that's what you need to be doing. And obviously, if this was a much closer game, it would have been a little bit more entertaining due to the defensive presence. But you know, Hermantown clearly running away with it.
20 seconds remaining in period 3. The time will tick down now. Hermantown moving on to the championship game versus Moorhead tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. Bemidji will drop back through the lower bracket and take on Brainerd tonight at 6 p.m. Quick turnaround for the Lumberjacks as they will take on Brainerd in about 4.5 hours or so. So the buzzer sounds. That does it for this game. Like I said, Hermantown moving on to the championship game tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. Final score 6-1 Hermantown over Bemidji. Well, Hunter, I'd like to thank you for helping me the last couple days with all 6 games you and I did. Eric Johns will be joining me tomorrow for the championship game and second seed game at 9 a.m. and 4 p.m. here from the IRA Civic Center. So, any last thoughts, Hunter?
No, this is a great weekend of hockey, and you guys get the good games tomorrow, and I'll definitely be checking in and see who takes the win and who gets to go to the state tournament.
Sounds good. We'll see you tomorrow then. Championship game at 9 a.m. Hermantown Moorhead, and then we'll have to see who plays in the second seed game. It's either going to be Hermantown or Moorhead. Whoever loses that game will drop down to the second seed game. So we'll see you for that. Happy Hockey Day, everyone. Big day of hockey all around the state. Minnesota youth hockey regions going on. I think there's about 32 tournaments all across the state for regionals, and then of course a lot of section playoffs going on. So happy Hockey Day. Good luck to all the teams in their games, from youth hockey, from Pee Wee Bs to 10 UBs to Bantam AA's to boys high school hockey. We wish the best of luck to all teams this weekend. So for Hunter Hellman, my name is Blake Mortensen, signing off from the IRA Civic Center. Our final score, once again, it is the Hermantown Hawks 6 and the Bemidji Lumberjacks 1. Good day, everyone.